Medicine that my mother gave us was hot toddies. So it was also alcohol-induced medication, not store-bought. There was so much chaos. When I was 8 years old, my father had stolen me and my brother and put us underground for 2 years. So I had lost 2 years of education. Being at 4th and 5th grade, that is like the most important piece of a person's education. When my mom had the detectives find us and brought us back, I was 2 years behind. So I ended up dropping out of school in 8th grade. Well, I didn't know how to get out of the life I was living because I was raised in it. I stayed sober for 7 years, and for that first 18 months that I was clean, I had met my husband. My first husband was still in prison, and when I started a 12 to 12 shift at work, I was drinking before I'd go into work. I drank every night. I had bottles hidden in my closet. Vodka was my alcohol. You know, at the end of it, I rely on blackouts, because blackouts I didn't have to remember anything. It was like I would wake up and I'd be going, okay, what had happened? What did I do wrong? And then, but it was okay because I couldn't remember it, so it was like it didn't really happen. I walked back into the meetings of AA. I knew I needed a better life. I knew I needed to change it. I knew I needed to do this for myself, where I was going to lose everything. 18 months into my recovery this time is when my recovery really took off, because I had lost everything. I had lost my husband. I lost my daughter. I lost the stability of what I had had for 15 years. My daughter was in the hospital for cutting, and he had asked for a divorce. And at 18 months sober, I said, you better mean it, because I'm walking out the door. And I walked. I needed to feel like my whole life wasn't a waste anymore, and that I had like jumped down the rabbit hole. And I just spiraled. Even though I was 18 months sober, I still felt like I was spiraling. When I was free of the judgment, and was free of the shame, and was free of the guilt, the promises of this program took off. It took off for me, and I was able to finally feel free inside. I get to be selfish and take care of me in my recovery, take care of me in my sobriety, take care of me in the sense that I don't have to worry about the marriage, I don't have to worry about the kids, I don't have to worry about who's drinking and who's not drinking, who's drugging and who's not drugging, because I'm not in that situation anymore. I bought a 2-bedroom house that I thought I would never own, that I would never master on my own. That's why I'm being married 3 times. I thought I always had to have that third income, or that third income. I've done it. I've done that on my own. I can look in the mirror today and say that I have grown into the woman that God wants me to be. It doesn't matter what my past is. I am who I am today because of my past. I have friends in the program that care about me, and it's genuine. It's not, they don't want anything from me except for me to be clean, sober, and happy. And with sobriety, you get to be happy. That breed of animal back there is something that I've always feared my whole life. And being into drugs and alcohol, that's one thing that I ran from, was the fear of everything. And so when I got divorced, I went and I got a pit bull so I could learn how to face my fears. And he's been the best part of my sobriety. I don't have to fear anything today. And I have to say the past 18 months of my 3 years has been exceptionally happy, joyous, and free. If you're out there suffering from your addiction, there's meetings that you can go into. There's places that want you to come and join them and be a part of, and let them love you till you can love yourself, because they will. I have a whole life to continue to live. I want to travel some more. I went on my very first vacation, 7-day cruise in recovery. I went and got my passport right after I got a divorce. It was the first thing I got. I want to do meetings in other countries. You know, I want to be able to spread the word of recovery to other people, you know, because you don't have to be in misery your whole life. There is an easier, softer way. You know, I can't always do it one-on-one, but if I could do it for just one, that's amazing to me.